Right. Yes, we're doing an interview with Vinny Jones. He's secretly concealing some high explosives.
What's up, guys?
Alright, Jonesy, how are you, man?
Not bad. Here in the studio with SHOCTOPUS.
A little bit under pressure to speak on camera.
So far, what do you think of it, Jonesy?
Oh, it's been a blast. Well, pretty well prepared coming in here. 3 months of solid rehearsals. Intense solid rehearsals, so I think everyone knew their stuff coming in.
Cool. And so what song has been the song so far for you, Jonesy?
Mayhem was a lot of fun. I got to mess around with a lot of cool effects. You guys will hear that pretty soon. Trail of Tears was an absolute monster to record. That was a lot of fun as well. Surprisingly, went down quick enough for a 15-minute long song.
Cheese rolls.
Oh, big time, man. Those ham and cheese rolls really helped us knock it up a gear.
A Brand New Kind of Madness was wholeheartedly endorsed by cheese rolls.
And entirely fueled by ham and cheese rolls.
So tell us about Mao.
Oh, Mao made my job really easy. Coming in here, I mean, playing to the click and playing to Mao it was perfect.
No, he's deaf. Tell us really about Mao.
He's right behind.
Oh, he's rubbish. He is absolutely terrible now.
Oh, fucking H, free sandwiches. Get your fucking hands off me sandwiches.
Sandals. Really solid drummer. Made my job really easy.
So, how important was bass selection on this album?
I came with 3 basses. My Fender 78. It's a Fender Jazz. I had an ESP, it was an F series, a Slayer bass. And had a fretless Jazz.
Can we just talk us through them there? Well,
here's the fretless. I didn't really use this too much. I used it on a couple of drop-ins for Trail of Tears, which is really nice. Give it that kind of jazzy kind of sound, and especially in the quiet breakdown, you guys will hear that. What else have we got? This is my ESP, my Slayer bass,
which is affectionately known as
Satan's Toothpick.
Satan's Toothpick.
I use this a lot on the more aggressive songs, Rain Down Mayhem.
So you can see there's only 205 of them made.
This is 204.
It's 204. There you go. I totally zoomed in the arseways on that.
You got it?
Yeah, see. There you go. 204.
Oh yeah.
My camera.
And the number 1 bass I used on most of the tunes is this bad boy here. It's a 78 Jazz. Vintage, all original. Maple fingerboard. Use that on most of the tunes. Really good rock and roll, vintage rock and roll tone. Came out really well. And Stewie on the desk was giving me a lot of good tones. I dialed them up a tone, just like that. Going straight into the desk, wasn't even using an amp for most of it. Straight in DI.
Cool, Jonesy. So, what can people expect from this album, honestly?
Oh, just balls to the wall rock and roll. It's a throwback to the old school vintage rock. And it's really cool. There's a couple of modern takes on some of the tunes like Mayhem. Mayhem's a real kind of, I wouldn't say like like new school kind of metal, but it certainly has that kind of edge to it. For me, Trail of Tears, it's as like if you would take something like Black Rose by Thin Lizzy, done in the style of Opeth. If Opeth had written Trail of Tears, that's what it sounds like. It's pretty cool.
Tell us about Stavis.
Stavis, the songsmith. As far as I know, a lot of the songs and the riffs were originally written by Stavis, and then Mel came along, put his beats to it, and Chad came along and put his lyrics up on top. Well, a lot of the riffs I think were Stavis's, and he's a fucking good guitar player. He is a great guitar player. What was it? Everyone's on the Run. It took me a little while to get that noodly riff down. It was tricky. Solid guitar player, really solid guitar player.
Sweet man.
Yeah, and he was alternating between his Gibson Les Paul, and there was this is it here actually. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like an 80s Fender Strat, and it's not his. It belongs to the studio, and he picked it up and he was going through some rough guide tracks. He says, "Oh wow, this sounds amazing." So I think there might be a slight change in sound coming up for SHOCTOPUS soon if Davis gets his hands on a permanent Stratocaster.
Cool. And what about Stewie? Tell us about Stewie.
Stewie's awesome. Stewie has such a great pair of ears. he'll say, "Oh, that wasn't right. That wasn't right." He was actually editing as he was kind of going along, which is really good. It really speeds up the process. Great set of ears. And outside, obviously, from a person outside of the band, he has his opinion thrown in. Yeah, and just on top of everything, that's just a really cool dude. Easy to work with, easy to get along with. Shares a joke with the band.
All right, so the last question is, we hear that you're going to be playing live with the band on their EP launch.
Oh yes.
Or the album launch, sorry.
28th of March in the Button Factory.
So how do you feel about that?
I'm psyched already. I'm super psyched. I hear there's going to be belly dancers there as well. So that might be a bit of fun. Yeah, come on down, guys. It's going to be off the chart. It's going to be insane. A lot of these songs are going to be heard for the very first time, which is going to be nuts. You guys, I can't wait for it. So I bet you guys are pretty excited too. I want to say thanks to the guys for having me along, because it's been a trip. It's been absolutely insane. Playing with SHOCTOPUS was fucking cool. Rock and roll. Yeah, I was thinking it could be very marching band, very like a Civil War kind of stuff.
Yeah, it might be, but we've got the boom in. I think it needs the big hit in, which we have anyway.
And then I build it up with this.
And it's just something to go under. Like you're not going to hear very specifically. It could be quite nice.
Yeah, no, because
it does build up with the.
Yeah, but I'm not saying, just saying it's too melodic for that, but it needs to be some more aggressive stuff, because
I don't know. It's like look, it's a big start. You have big guitars.
Put it in. And
there's the big bass there, so we'll have this in.
See how it goes. And it's only one delete button if it's too melodic.
Two delete button. Two tracks.
Fail safe.
Two delete buttons.
Fourth day. Jonesy and Mao. It's a wrap on Mr. Voodoo Jones and Mr. Chairman Mao.
It's alright, we haven't killed anyone.
I'm in the passenger seat of Jazz car. I'm fucking terrified. I don't think we're gonna make it to Tuesday. Day 5. It's guitar day. Yeah!
Here's Stizzle, about to take a mellow take for Everyone's on the Run. That's not what he's actually doing. That's not what he recorded. He's only doing the ringy out bits you're going to hear now in the verse. Like so. Status, look this way when you're playing it, man. It's going to play the ringy bits. Show them what you're going to play, Stavis. There you go.
Ringy outy bits.
Ringy outy bits.
Don't do the boom.
Oh, me do that boom boom.
Just do the ding.
The bumbling.
No, the whole chord or just the top end?
That's like bumbling Stavis. Take one. David, do the face. And now we're going to watch the master in action, gaying it up. Sorry in advance, Rue. Nice bit of wah-wah action there. We're here with Stewie now, and he's panning Staves' guitars.
Sexy guitars. Your finger from the lens.
Do I? I do.
Stupid Beano hands, any.
James Berkeley bought a copy of the album. Fair play to you, Jim. Fair play, my friend. Thank you so much.
Could you sound any more patronising than ungrateful, you bastard?
I'm not fucking ungrateful, man.
I'm going to make sure he sees this. He's probably going to give his album back now. Fucking cheese rolls for you for the rest of your life.
You still owe him a tenner, man.
I don't. Just that face. EIOTR. We just finished the guitars, he's just mixing them up. Not in a mistake kind of way, mixing them in a producer kind of way. So, sounds fucking amazing. Can you hear this shit? Can you hear this shit? Can you hear this shit?